Felicitations, Malfactors, and welcome back to more Cave Game Sure. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've been back on. There was a technical problem with the server, and it was down for a couple of weeks. So I didn't really go anywhere. I played a lot of RimWorld and Imperator during that time, and some No Man's Sky as well. That's a pretty fun game that I found. So yeah, we're back now, and well, the next step of the project that I was working on was doing the interior of this pub. And I actually did give it a name this time. It is called the Lancaster. I can't remember if Arcade came up with that name or if I came up with that name. I'm gonna assume it was him though. So I've got all my building materials here: some red wool, some gray wool, some light gray, and some wood. And I actually lied because I do need some stone over here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to divide off the rooms real quick. All right, so I've divided up the rooms. So I've set aside this area, and in here, this is where the barkeep is going to live. I do need to make some adjustments up here, though. This is the main ground floor. I'm going to rip out the grass and actually put like a floor in here. And this is a chimney that's going to go straight up to the top of the roof. And then I didn't build anything up here yet. I just made the staircase up to the second floor. So it goes up here, and then I'm going to have a little bit of a hallway right here, and then 3 rooms aligned up to these windows. And I got to do some more stuff with the sides here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rip out the floor here, and then I'm going to put furniture down, along with kind of a bar area right about here, with the entrance to it like roughly here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. All right, we got some actual furniture now in here. There's all the tables right here, the spot where the bartender would theoretically serve the drinks, as well as some chairs looking out towards the wall because I can't space them properly. And you can kind of look out here to the ocean, minus the cacti, and that doesn't really help the view. And then I went ahead and came to the back room here and kind of built this chimney along with the ceiling of the area. This is the current access point to the skeleton farm. Did not mean to go down here. So once I have the basement dug out and the entrance like established right here, then I'll go ahead and cover this back up and then just fill the hole in. I also built the chimney over here, and then this is the basement entrance. I'm going to do this part after I do the upstairs. And yeah, this will just kind of go down to this large basement, and then I'll have something right there. I don't exactly have a design planned out for this, so we're gonna see what happens. I also feel like there should be some fences right here, but I don't know. Maybe I should extend that. I think I might go ahead and do that real quick. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So because of the way you build things with slabs in this version, you have to you can't have a block above it, so you kind of have to do this. Ooh, I have no idea where it is. I think it's behind here. Let's find out. Hey, I guessed right. All right. There we go. You can see kind of the hidden space around here. There's a fair amount of dead space here. And let's go ahead and fill this back in. It's not entirely necessary. But yeah, so I've done that. I'm going to decorate the inside of this room next, and then I'm going to section off all of the upstairs into the hallway and rooms. So I will be back when I've done that. All right, so I've got the upstairs area sectioned off into these 3 rooms right here. A little bare at the moment, but I've got a few things I'm going to put here. I'm going to put 3 chests, as well as a few furnaces and a crafting table in each of them. And then once we eventually get to beta 1.3, I'll put beds down as well. So this is kind of like to serve as like for anybody that comes from the spawn point out here and they don't have a house set up, they can just crash one of these rooms for the time being until they've got their house set up. Same thing with these other 2 rooms. And then back here, I've got attic access up to the top area. That includes the last chimney that I forgot to put some light gray wool on. And then from here, probably just gonna make this like, I don't know, just fill it with like storage or whatever, some boxes or whatever. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and decorate the rooms real quick and just show you kind of what that looks like. All right, so I went ahead and decorated this room, so to speak. Put a double chest along with 3 furnaces and a crafting table. Originally, I did have 3 double chests stacked on top of them, but I kind of forgot that you can't open them in this version. I don't know when that gets changed, but eventually it does. And then I added paintings to each of these rooms. And eventually I'll just place a bed in the corner whenever those get added. So each room is identical with just variations in the wool color and the floor. So that the end here has green. And then the other thing that I did was I placed a few more paintings down on the ground floor. And then I kind of added just a small little area right here, just a bed for the barkeep along with a chair so you can sit out the window and watch the waves crash on the shore. So the actual the whole reason we're doing this is so we can access the skeleton farm. So that's what's going to be going on down here. So I'm going to have to dig out a basement and just build a staircase down to it. So I will be back once I roughly have a room. All right, I've got a fairly large basement now set up here. This took me a little bit to dig out, and I filled in where the old ladder was. I'm going to put the ladder roughly here. I think I'm going to hide it in some boxes and then have the tunnel down to the actual skeleton farm, which is roughly located like right below us. About another, I don't know, 10 blocks down. I got a nice staircase here going back up to the ground floor. I do need to rip out some of these walls and figure out what exactly to put here. I don't want to put brick. I think I'm going to transition into like a stone cellar and then have something going on here with this. And that's why I marked this out here. So I'm going to go ahead and design this, and I will be back when I've got that. All right. We've now got a basement down here. So basically, you would come in, you'd walk down through the staircase, and then you'd walk over to here, and then you would drop down this ladder all the way down to the skeleton farm. So this building pretty much now serves its purpose, and it provides a nice access to the skeleton farm, and it doesn't look half bad either. So I'd call this project done. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing for the next video, but I will think of something that I will be doing, something that needs to be done. But yeah, that just about does it. And as always, thanks for walking.